Hey Ninja Warriors, this video is going to be all about the trend analysis of previous year question papers for your upcoming mathematics CBSE board examination. Along with that, I am going to give you detailed official sample paper analysis, and eventually we are going to talk about what are the important must do and the topics you cannot afford to skip, topics as well as questions. Okay, so this video is going to be super duper beneficial and helpful for you guys, and also in this video we are going to talk about chapter wise important topics and questions. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to stay tuned till the very end of the video, because I am going to talk about something which is going to be very, very helpful for your CBSE board examination. So let's quickly start today's session. But before I dive into the session, please like the session and share this session with your fellow CBSE students. Okay, make sure that you're subscribing also to the channel. And here we go. What is this, ma'am? So this is the official blueprint, you can say, of CBSE mathematics paper, which is given by official CBSE board only. Okay, so I'm just presenting it. You can see class 12 session 2024-2025 relations and functions, the very first unit, which is consisting of two chapters. What are the two chapters? First one is relations and functions, obviously, and the second one is inverse trigonometric functions. So now the weightage of this is 8 marks. But ma'am, what is the weightage of functions and what is the weightage of ITF? That is also I'm going to tell you. Do not worry about it. Then I'm going to talk about algebra. Algebra mein we have matrices and determinants. So again, two chapters consisting of 10 marks. So this matrices and determinant, I will say that this is high return on investment chapter. What is high return on investment? So obviously, for matrices and determinant, you are going to spend some time, you are going to invest some time. And obviously, if you're investing some time, you want to get returns in the terms of marks. So high return on investment, because matrices and determinant is that chapter which is not having any prerequisite. If I talk about differential equation, you must be thinking, ma'am, at least I should know differentiation and integration for doing differential. But matrices and determinant, there is no such prerequisite. Just basics of mathematics and you're done. Then calculus mein there are 5 chapters. You also know about them. Continuity and differentiability. We have integration, indefinite, application of derivatives, definite integration and differential equations. 5 chapters, 35 marks. So you must be thinking, ma'am, 1 unit, 35 marks. So this is high weighted chapter. Yes, high weighted unit. But if you talk about average, so on an average 7 marks per chapter. So you can see that this is high weightage unit, but you have to understand 5 chapters are there in this unit. Okay. So again, now vectors and 3D geometry, 2 chapters consisting of 14 marks. Linear programming, 1 chapter, 5 marks, and the question is also fixed. Again, high return on investment, less time consuming. Similar pattern has been observed and you might get the similar type of question. So again, this is also a good chapter. Probability also is, if you see, high weightage, because 1 chapter, 8 marks. 1 chapter. So probability also is a good chapter. Okay, now what's the strategy? What's the analysis? Let me just give you the quick breakup also. So relations and functions, inverse trigonometric functions, 8 marks. Then matrices and determinants, can you see, 10 marks. Continuity differentiability, 9 marks. So this is your calculus. Can you see, 5 chapters, 35 marks. Okay. Then you have vector and 3D. So you're having 14 marks, probability 8 marks, and LPP 5 marks. This is your chapter breakage. Now you can just think about it, which chapter to do first, which chapter to do second. Okay. That also we are going to talk about it. But, and this is your paper pattern. You know that 20 1 marker question, 18 plus 2 assertion reason. Okay. Then section B is 2 marker, 5 very short answer type question, 2 internal choices will be there. Section C, 3 marker question. So here also 5 2s are 10. Okay. Then here 6 3s are 18 and 5 4s are 20. Then we are having 4 marks, 3 source of 1 question of each case study. So this is your section E and this is 20 marks. So total 80 marks paper. You will see this is your paper pattern broadly. Now, if I talk about the analysis, trend analysis. So yes, this is your, first of all, paper pattern again. So 20 marks, 1 mark each. Okay. So first 20 question MCQ. Okay, so this is, I think, not visible. Better, right? Yes. So internal choice available or not, over here I'm gonna write 20 to 20, very short answer type question, 2 marks each. Then we have 3 marks each. Then we have 5 marks, 4 marks. Case study based question. So you can see 36, 37, 38, 3. Part E is having 3 questions. Okay. One subpart will be there in 2 questions. So this is what your paper pattern is going to be look like. Okay. So that you don't get surprised. Okay, what I'm going to get. So you get the paper, you know 20 will be this. Okay. So you at least you can create your strategy also. You should not be getting surprised. Now I'm going to talk about unit wise. The very first unit you can clearly see is relations and functions. 15-year trends. First of all, what is so important about this chapter? So first of all, types of relation, reflexive, symmetric, transitive and equivalence relation. You all know this is important. Okay. Apart from that, one function and onto function is something which is again important from relations and function. Now 15-year trend says that if I talk about MCQs, past 15 years, there have been 11 multiple choice questions. Okay. So that means there are high chances that you might get one MCQ from this chapter. One MCQ, one marker question you will see from relations and function. High chances, because if I talk about past 15 years, 11 papers were having that. 4 papers were not having that. Okay. So trend says that you're going to get one marker question from relation and function. Okay. Then section A 2 marker question 11. So high chances you're going to get a 2 marker question from this chapter as well. Then section B, less chances, because only out of like 15-year paper, only 2 papers were having section B question from this chapter. Then section C, high chances. Can you see 21 question? Definitely you are going to get a question from this chapter which is going to lie in section C. Section D, less chances. Section D will be having a question from relations and function and one question from section. So this is again, you can see, so total you can see. Okay, so this is your 15-year trend. But what is sample paper saying? Sample paper is saying that 3 questions you can get from relations and functions. There will be no 2 marker question, 1 3 marker question. So now just let me be very clear. Very obvious thing. Either first though 1 marker question, so definitely you're going to get from relations and functions. Okay, that would be 1 marker question. Next, either 2 marker or 3 marker, definitely you're going to get from relations and function. Okay. So yes, this is how it is. This is what your relations and function says. Okay. If I talk about inverse trigonometric function, what is important? Definition, range, domain, principal value. So again, that sine inverse half value, cos inverse minus half, the standard 1 marker question. Okay. And then graphs of inverse trigonometric function is something which is again important. Okay. Sine inverse graph, cos inverse graph, just like that. Okay. And you can see the 15-year trend, high chances that you're going to get a question in section A from ITF as well. Okay. High chances 3 marker question from ITF you can expect. And this is your sample paper analysis. So either 3 marker question you can get, if not 2 marker to short question you will get from this chapter. Okay. So either 3 or 2 mark question you can expect. Okay. So what is the crux of the analysis of relations and functions plus ITF? So crux is do this topic, reflexive, symmetric, transitive, eventually equivalence relation, 1 and onto function. This is important in relation and function. In ITF, principal value, I told you sine inverse half, cos inverse minus half, these type of questions. And domain and range and graph of inverse trigonometric function is important. And now we are going to talk about matrices, algebra. Okay. So algebra is consisting of 2 units, matrices and determinants. What is important first of all in this unit? So basics are important. Types of matrix, zero matrix, identity matrix, transpose of matrix, symmetric and skew symmetric is also important. Operations, basic operations of the matrix, multiplication of matrix is again important, right? Then we are having, if I talk about, yes, invertible matrices. Okay. Invertible matrix and inverse of a matrix is something which is important from this chapter. 15-year trend analysis says that there are high chances you are going to get 1 marker question Okay, high chances you're going to get a 2-mark question from matrices. High chances you're going to get 3-mark question from matrices, and that's it. Okay, so this is how it is. So clearly matrices. Okay, so this is the analysis. And if I talk about determinant, again, high chances 1-mark question from determinant, high chances 2-mark question on determinant, high chances section D. Section D is what? 5-mark question, right? So high chances 5-mark question from the determinants you can get. Okay, so can you see in sample paper also 5-mark question you can see. What are the important topics from matrices and determinant? So you can see multiplication of matrices, symmetric and skew symmetric matrices, inverse of a matrix and properties of adjoint is important, and solution of system of equation is very important. 3 equations, 3 unknown is given. Ax equals to b type and x will be A inverse B. This is what you need to solve. Okay, matrices and determinant, algebra done. Now, fattest unit calculus. So here we are going to spend some time to discuss calculus because 5 chapters are there. So 5 chapters are there, so you can find the questions from each segment. So you can see the questions in MCQ, 1-marker question from calculus, definitely. Okay, so if I talk about specific continuity and differentiability, 1-marker question, 2-marker question you can get, section C 3-marker definitely you can get. So this is how it is. 3-marker, 1-marker, 2-marker, all kinds of question, high weighted 17 marks. Okay, but ma'am, what to study? Okay, so clearly what you need to study from continuity and differentiability is chain rule. Okay, derivative of ITF, inverse trigonometric function, sine inverse ka what is derivative? What is derivative of cos inverse? That all you have to understand. Okay, concept of exponential and logarithmic functions. Okay, logarithmic differentiation, remember these concept, derivative of, yes, logarithmic derivative of function expressed in parametric differentiation, second order derivatives, so many things, like all kinds of implicit differentiation. Okay, so again, 1, 2 and 3-marker you can expect from continuity and differentiability. Application of derivatives, if I talk about, again you can expect 1-marker question, 2-marker question, 3-marker question, less chance, but 1, 2, 3, 4-marker question you will see. 5-mark question also you are going to see. Okay, so this is how it is. Sample paper also says 4-marker definitely, 3-marker, 2-marker, right? And yeah, so this is how it is. And if I talk about integration, obviously MCQ you can expect, 2-marker question, basic integration question you can expect, then 3-marker definitely you can expect. So high chances 1 mark, 2 mark, and then 4-mark question, 1, 2, 4. Okay, 1, 2 ka 4, or if not 4 then 3 mark. Okay, like that. So this is how it is. Application of what is important, by the way. So important is integration as inverse process of differentiation, basic. These type of, can you see, these type of formula based integration is important. Basic property of definite integration is important. Okay, calculation of definite integration using property is again important, and substitution, partial fraction and by parts is important. So this is what is important. You will say, ma'am, everything is important. Integration is again a vast chapter. So integration may, it's very difficult to predict, but still I am giving you. Integration is a little bit tricky to predict through the trend analysis. Variety of questions every year we are seeing, because now area under curve, I think again a small chapter, correct? Small chapter. So 6 marks are allotted to this chapter. So yes, you can expect a 2-marker. I think you will expect a question from section D, which is 5 mark you can expect. Either a 5-marker question, trend analysis say, if not 5 mark, then they will distribute the 5 marks to this. So 1 mark, then 2 mark and 3 mark. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So total 6 marks you can expect from here. And last is differential equation. Differential equation may again you can see that the maximum is section C. So you will definitely see a question from 4 mark. If not 4 mark, then you will see C. Sample paper says this, 3 mark, 2 mark, 1 mark, and yes, 3 mark, 2 mark and 1 mark. Again 6 marks, just like that. Differential equation. Okay, so this is how it is. Now let me just brief about it, the conclusion of calculus, where to focus. First of all, continuity and differentiability are high ROI, 17 marks, definitely must do. Checking the continuity, 1 marker question you can expect. Missing variables, function is continuous added, find the value of a and b, 3 marker question. Logarithmic parametric differentiation, either 3 or 2 mark. Second order derivative, either 3 or 5 mark question you can expect. Application of derivatives, if you see, so rate of change of quantities, again either 2 marker question or 3 marker. Increasing decreasing question, 3 mark question. Increasing decreasing is find the interval where the function is increasing, cubic equation they can give, or you need to prove that the function is increasing in this interval, like that. Then we are having word problem based on maxima and minima. So big word problem, be prepared. Word problem is a little bit like you see it and you like, I don't want to read it. Be prepared. Word problem takes time to understand. It takes less time to solve. Easy to solve, but it takes time to understand the whole paragraph. Comprehension reading basically. So this is what it is, 5 marker. Then we are having application of integrations, a basic question, 5 marker you can expect from here. Area between two curves, if not 5 mark, they can give basic question, area under curve, circle or ellipse, 3 marker question. Then we are having differential equation. No, sorry, we are having integrals. Integrals may integration by substitution or by parts or partial fraction. If substitution can be a MCQ also. By parts can be a 3 marker question. Partial fraction can be a 5 marker question. And properties of definite integration is definitely important. And the last chapter, 10 mark weightage is been assigned to differential equation. So again, order and degree of differential equation. There are 3 methods through which you can solve a differential equation. All 3 are important. Now in differential equation, it's not that, ma'am, okay, do this. Also, I think high ROI chapter. Very less topics. 3 category are there. You just need to identify and do it. Variable separable can be 2 to 3 mark question. If not variable separable, they can give 5 marker homogeneous differential equation. Lengthier question. It requires identification and the complicated integration. Homogeneous linear differential equation is love, 5 marker question. If you get this, you are going to be very, very lucky. Okay, so make sure you are practicing this enough. And so we are done with calculus. Now, unit number 4, vector, algebra and 3D geometry. So what is important in it? First of all, how many, like what kind of questions you can get? So section 2 marker question from vector, high chances you can get. Sample paper also says it. 2 marker ke baad, it's high chance that you are going to either get MCQ or 3 MCQ, either 3 MCQ. If not 3 MCQ, then they can give you a question from section C, which is 4 mark, 1 4 mark question. Like that, they can distribute it. So they can balance it out. And 3D geometry, what are the important topics? So yes, cross product, dot product, unit vector, projection. Okay, so these things are important in vector algebra. And 3D geometry, if I talk about 3D geometry, so total marks, 9 marks is allotted to 3D geometry. Beautiful chapter. Direction cosines is important. Direction ratios is important. Ratio is given and you have to evaluate direction cosine. This is a short question, standard question. Equation of a line when a point and direction is given. Equation of a line when a point and direction is given is important. Equation of a line when 2 points are given is important. Now, you can write the equation both in Cartesian form and vector form. Okay. So, and shortest distance between 2 lines, angle between 2 lines, this is what is important. The conclusion, what to study from vector and 3D, I'll give it to you. Vector algebra, projection, dot product, cross product, condition of perpendicular vectors, dot product being 0, condition of collinear or parallel vectors. This is from vector algebra, must do. Okay. And if I talk about 3D geometry, direction, ratio and cosine, 1 marker question you can expect. Equation of line in different form, I told you. Vector form, Cartesian form, 2 point is given, 1 point and 1 direction is given, angle between 2 lines. Okay. And apart from that, vectors may area of triangle and parallelogram is also important. Make sure you are doing that. Along with that, now we are having last two chapters, which is linear programming and probability. Linear programming may 100% you are going to get a question either from 5 marks, okay, If not 5-marker question, then you're going to get a 2-mark. Okay, if not 5-mark, then they can just give you 3 plus 2. So they can give you a combo also. I think there are 2 types of problem. LPP to must do. Grab it. If you have choice, go for LPP. Practice enough. Less return on investment. Sorry, high return on investment. 2 types of problem. Bounded region, that we have done already. Unbounded region. So what happens in this? That you plot the diagram. Suppose you plot LPP constraints. You plot something. Suppose this is coming. And the region which you are getting is this. So this is unbounded region. So there is no like maximum value, minimum value. You will not be able to understand. So this is like unbounded region problem. So this must practice. If you might get unfortunate, unbounded can come. Usually bounded, every student know how to do bounded. Unbounded, some students might struggle, but do not worry. Ninja ma'am is here. I'm going to take care of everything, okay? Then we are having probability. Trend says that you high chances you're going to get a 4-marker. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4-marker question will be there. Sample paper also says the same. 4-marker will be definitely there. 2-marker, 1 question and 2 MCQs you can see, okay? And what to study now? This is so obvious, okay? Conditional probability and independent events. They will definitely ask. If not, Bayes theorem definitely ask. Or case study based question, they can give it from Bayes theorem. I don't know, like what can be the topic. Case study based will be there. It could be, and it will be there from this. Conditional, either conditional or independent or Bayes theorem or random variable. Okay, so case study based question, high chances from probability will be there. And now random variable probability distribution table they give. So again, I have covered it in some sessions. I have taken some sessions for CBSE 2025 few days back. I have covered this random variable. This was observed in sample question paper 2025 ka 3-marker question. Make sure that you are not missing it, because some students will definitely miss it. And with this, my trend analysis is done now. But ma'am, you have told that what is going to come from which chapter. That you have clearly told. We know where to focus. But just understand, we have exam on 8th March. Can you give the day-wise plan? That day 1 pe you do this chapter, day 2 pe you do this, day 3 pe you do this, day 4, day 5, so on. If you want day-wise strategy, because now you know what is important, what is not important. Okay, but ma'am, we want academic content as well as strategy. So if at all you are interested in that, so you have to write something in comment section. That is, okay, mission 80 on 80 strategy. Mission 80 on 80, you have to comment, okay? And also, after commenting, what you need to do is, if at all, because I have some things planned for you, some sessions I have already planned, do not worry about it. I'm going to take care of each and everything. But still, if you want to ask something from me, that Ninja ma'am, it would be very good if you take this type of session. So just comment, ma'am, take this type of session also. Okay? So I'll be reading your comments. You know, I love reading your comments. So please drop mission 80 on 80 and make sure that you're liking the session, because I have my sessions ready. I have my slides ready, PPT ready. But if I get good response, I'm going to start taking sessions very, very soon. Okay? I'm going to give you a proper plan. So yes, I'm just waiting for your response. I just want to know whether you want it CBSE sessions or not. So that I will check. How will I check whether you like it or not? By likes and comments, right? So like and comments, views will automatically be there. Okay, by product of it. So yes, so this is your Ninja ma'am signing off, and I'm going to see you in the upcoming videos super soon. And yeah, see you.